はい、皆さんどうも、カイリです。Hi guys, this is Kairi. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I want to follow up from my Foreigner on a Train video and respond to a Japanese lady by the name of Aya. Now, Aya-san and myself have some similar views and some very contrasting ones, so let's get into it.
Hi guys, this is Aya. I saw this video trending.
Bye bye. See you later. Bye. Bye bye.
So I decided to do reaction video and give my opinion as a Japanese person. But I found an extended version of this short video, so I am reacting to that one.
I love you some more. Do you know what's really funny? You speak almost exactly the same as me. No, you shout.
Yeah, so this foreign guy is holding his beer and talking unnecessarily loud already. And he's also scaring the people around him on a train. It's no good at all.
I think he's talking on the phone. As to whether he's scaring people, that's incredibly subjective.
Bye bye. See you later.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Dude. What are you doing?
From his accent, is he from somewhere in the UK? I'm not sure, but this is no good at all.
From his accent, Aya-san, I believe he is British. Also, he called the Japanese man a prick, which is very much a British slur.
Wow, massive respect to this Japanese guy for defending our culture. So Japanese people in general are very polite and patient, so it takes a lot to make us mad. I can already see that this foreign guy is not only loud and provoking, but also drinking and spilling his beer. Come on, you can't do that in Japan.
Now that's incredibly short-sighted of you, with all due respect. Well, technically he did spill his beer. He probably wouldn't have done so if not for the fact that he was assaulted.
Unfortunately, in recent years, many Japanese people tend to stay still and calm, even when they witness something bad happening. Again, shout out to the Japanese guy who stood up for Japanese order and peace. You know, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. While I'm glad that many tourists come from overseas to visit Japan and enjoy, we have rules that keep our country safe and clean.
So here's where we get into the meat of it. I agree with Saya-san. As you can see in my previous video, the Japanese man was very brave for standing up to the foreign gentleman. And rules are put in place for the safety and the cleanliness of Japan. In recent years, however, Japanese people themselves are slowly teetering on the edge of said rules. I wanted to know more about Aya-san, so I checked her bio snippet, which says, I bridge the gaps between Japan and the world. Now that's an incredibly noble pursuit. As someone who also at one point shared a similar idea, I have to ask a few questions. Bridging the gap to people who are compliant is easy, but bridging the gap between people who are adversarial, well, that's the challenge, isn't it? So many comments that outwardly agreed with no rhyme or reason that only the foreigner was wrong. There was, however, one comment that stepped back from a compulsive answer and reasoned his points a little. He says, if you are the police or train station personnel, you don't do what that Japanese citizen did, you report it. Also, as someone that spent over a decade there, I've seen plenty of loud, drunk Japanese on the trains and in public. And usually no one bothers them, but I have seen fights and other nonsense. More recently, with the crackdowns on public intoxication and drunk driving, things aren't anywhere near what they were before. But still, two wrongs don't make a right. If the foreigner had been physically assaulting someone, that would be one thing, but speaking loudly on the train and holding an alcoholic beverage, just notify the station personnel or the police, they'll be waiting at the next stop. Edit. For your information, my Japanese wife reminded me that currently, due to the high number of foreign tourists in Japan, that includes kick streamers, some ill-behaved Chinese tourists, and others, that some Japanese citizens are taking things into their own hands. However, she feels that this is still wrong and felt the same as me. Report it to the authorities, don't escalate it. I mean, she liked the comment. To be honest, she liked all the comments. So did she actually understand this one? In my previous video, I said, it's coming to that time when they are deserving of a slap. Now, I was being hyperbolic. I believe Japanese people should not be standing up just yet, but they should be speaking up for the injustices done by foreigners, for safeguarding traditions and values, things like that. Now, as someone who shared similar values of bridging gaps, I had to ask myself this question, regardless of whether I want to do this or not. Am I the right person for this? So this is the distinction between you and me. Firstly, you made it very clear. You are not Aya the Irish or Aya the Cambodian. You are Aya the Japanese. And as a representative of a Japanese person, who by their own admission bridges gaps, while you are absolutely entitled to your opinion, do you not think it's dangerous to advocate for violence over more peaceful resolutions? Now, I'm not foolish to think that violence is never the answer, but it should be a last resort. After watching your video, I had to come back to the clip and ask more questions, such as, what if it was a drunk Japanese man? Would there have been an altercation? And if not, then the Japanese man's character comes into question. Was he antagonized more due to some form of prejudice or discrimination?
What's the matter?
I have a headache.
It might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all.
In the now immortalized words of the lovely Miss Aya, tell us what you think in the comments section below. じゃあみんなそろそろ안녕, 잘자, bye bye, see you, おやすみ, good night, peace.